What's up, YouTubers? Damn, it's been a hot minute since I posted. You know, oh, damn, finger covering the phone lens and shit. My Wi-Fi saying this, that, and I'll turn that shit off. You don't need it. So anyway, um, I added this little joint right here. But you see the duct tape, what happened was I got ran off the road, hit the curb, fucked my shit all up, sent me flying, you know what I mean? Wham bam, thank you ma'am. Those little fucking air filters ain't worth a fuck. In fact, that one about dirty as shit. Hell, look at it, it's got a split in it. I don't even let it breathe in that motherfucker. I just let it just kind of hang there and look like it's doing something. But really, air's just coming in from that, you know. Give me more power that way anyway. I had to do another pretty much top end rebuild. The first set, the Goo Fit, fucking, I still gotta finish this. I gotta get a new kickstart because this one's pretty much done. So when I get a new kickstart, I'll finish all this shit too at the same time. So back to the motor. The Goo Fit, when I ordered the everything, it's supposed to be a 47 millimeter piston with 69 millimeter valves. All right. Well, what these motherfuckers did is they sent me a 50 millimeter piston with a 50 millimeter head for it, because you got to have the right size head for it. But then they put 64 millimeter springs where 69 millimeter spring should have been. Like, it was definitely a 69 millimeter spring head. Like, they're different looking. You can tell the difference between a 64 millimeter spring head and a 69 millimeter spring head. And they just sent me some Franken shit. So I tried all the parts, and the parts were coming wrong, and this, that, and the fourth. So this time I went with Glixel, and Glixel, I'm telling you, man, I'm really impressed with this shit, Like, I put one of their 50 millimeter jug and cylinder on there, and the 69 millimeter valve head, and this thing, and I'll also learn how to do the valve adjustment a little better. So I adjusted the valve really well this time. She cranks up pretty much first try. I don't have to keep trying to crank her like I did before. She's dirty as hell, best as I ride her every day. She's got almost 5,000 miles on her. I just had to sit here, and when I got in that wreck, I had to do some metal working to fix that. But I got it fixed, and it's ready to rock. I'm gonna have to get some new plastics. It is what it is. Trying to decide if I want to go with the oil cooler. I think I might, because it cools, especially summertime coming up. My little cooler right here and all, she is good and all, and it does what it's supposed to. It decompresses that crankcase, which is what I like, And that's one thing that's holding me up from putting the oil cooler on there, is does it also decompress the crankcase? Because I ain't trying to blow no motor, at the crank. If I blow at the crank, it's done. There's no turning back. I gotta get another motor, And if I gotta get a motor for this thing, I'm gonna spend like $3 grand on building a motor for this one. I could have just went out and bought me a real motorcycle, you know, which is probably what I'd end up doing, you know. But I'd still put videos up of me upgrading it, so. And I plan on keeping this around. This is gonna be my daughter's at some point when she's able to ride, and you know, I put the aftermarket exhaust on there. Yeah, she got a big old hole. She loud too. Shit, I'll do a crank up for you. Hold it up. Oh. Now, I've been trying to not push it because of breaking it in. Even though the last big work hit lasted only about 2,500 miles. I'm hoping to get a little bit more out of this one, but I tend to be heavy-handed. You know, and it ain't but like $50, $60 to rebuild them if you're doing it with the cheap Chinese shit off of Amazon. I like to put in a Raku. Like, I like to build me a motor and use all the Raku stuff and put the 52.4 millimeter piston with a stroker crank and really make a good small motor, you know, like, you know, definitely race style, like. But, you know, ain't big scene around here for it, like, you know, like in other places. But, you know, I put something like that on there. I put me a drag radio back there. We take it to the track and drag race this thing. You know, they got turbochargers, superchargers, nitrous, all kinds of shit for it. Or I could do the other thing I wanted to do, which was push up a little 250 single cylinder motor up in there, you know, air cool one. Put it up in there and put a Honda Grom rear end on the back, which I'm pretty fucking sure would probably bolt right up to the motor mount bolts, you know, that are for this thing. And if they don't, I cut them off and re-weld them, you know, what they're supposed to be. And, yeah, really have something fun then. But, you know, hey, we got time to play with it, you know. But that's, you know, an update for now. I'll try to keep posting some more. I know I've been kind of slack lately. Things been going on, you know what I mean? Alright, y'all take it easy. Well, it's gonna let me stop the damn. Why ain't let me stop the damn thing? I'm trying to stop the damn video here.